Hello students, I am VK Anwat. Today we are going to discuss upon our second subject, Fundamentals of Human Geography. In this chapter, we will be focused upon the scope of human geography. In previous lecture, we discussed upon the nature of human geography. Scope of human geography, in that we know that the study of human societies in their relation to habitat or the environment. As we know, the human beings is live upon this earth surface, and this earth surface is the human beings habitat. So the relation of this human habitat with the human societies is scientific study is being the part of this human geography, and it's an investigation part of our subjects. Then it's dealing with the spatial distribution of society. Means the human geography is deal with the spatial distributions of various societies. Spatial distribution means is concerned with the different locations or the different space or the locations. We can get example here like at the spatial distribution of societies, the western and eastern cultures. That time you can discriminate this both societies as well. Then the third important part, subtopic is scope of human geography is enormous. Means, as we know, the human beings behavior is too complex, so we can say here the human geography is enormous. It's a very vast subject because of like as human races, human population, its habitat means the settlements, the features which created by the human beings like as road, such a transportation system, the all things which is created by the human beings is being the discussion part of our human geography, and it's a huge scope for this subject. Then it embraces the human races. As we know, there are the three important races in the world: Negroid, then Mongoloid and Caucasoid. Such type of the races is being the part of our investigation, their distributions, their origin, like as there are many theory regarding with that one, like as graphic Taylor's race evolution theory is there, is being the part of such type of the theories is being part of our subject. So this is a scope of our human geography, that is study the human races. Then human geography is focused on the world population growth, then distribution of this population, and the density of population is being the part of our human geography. Means from ancient time to up to it, what is the population of the world, what is the growth rate of this population. Then if we goes in detail with the population growth, the female population growth rate, then male population growth rate according to the age wise, such type of the things is being the part of our investigation. Then the distribution, as we know, the distribution of world population, as we know, the Asia continent is the largest continent according to the land masses and the as a population wise. Then the density of population, as we know, the once again the Asia continent whereas recorded the higher density is a such type of the distribution, density and growth of populations. These all things are concerned with the demography is associated with the our human geography. Then is investigate the demographic attributes and migration patterns. This is also one important thing which is a part of our discussion, that investigate the demographic attributes is like as the sex ratio, then literacy, then mortality rate, then fertility rate, These are the important demographic attributes we will discuss in this human geography. So it's a scope of our human geography. Then migration pattern also is being the part of human geography. Means, as we know, there is a world. If we focus upon the world, that time you can clearly identify there are many countries, whereas from the immigrants and migrants, they try to migrate from one place to another place. The best example has been taken from India's most of the people in India, the Bangladeshi people mostly get the preference for the migration. Then in Russia, uh, Ukraine is a country whereas from the people or the citizens is migrate from Ukraine to Russia. Another third important example is from Mexico to United States. This is a large amount of the people get the preference to migrate from this country to United States. This such type of the migration related things is being the part of our discussion, and it's being the part of the human geography. So the related things with the migration is the important in human geography. Then they study the physical and cultural differences between the human groups, and the economics activity is being part of the human geography. The study of the physical and cultural differences between the human groups. We know there are the various human groups is classified based upon their regionality or their racial, or they may be they classified with the base of their religion. On the basis of this classification, their human group's economic activity also is being part of our investigation, like as there are the primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. These are the economics activities has been discussed in human geography, and this is a scope of our human geography. Then study the relationship between man and his natural environment. Here, the relationship between the man and his natural environment is being the part of our study. So, we can say that the relationship between the man, what is the relationship between the natural environment means what is the relationship of forest with human beings, what is the relationship of the uh, climates with the human beings, it's discussed in the geography. Then human geography is focused on the human activities which are the distributed. Means in human geography we study the human activity which are the distributed all over the world. We can get the example of fishing, then we can get the example of agriculture, then we can get the example of another things, means the third service sectors. Means if we focus upon the world, if we focus toward the western country, that time we can clearly identify that the human activities of the western people is kindly differently with the Eastern people. Eastern people means the Asian peoples. Asian people, most of the it averagely the Eastern people are commonly engaged into the primary activities, but as we it's compared with the Western peoples, means the European, then American people, they mostly uh, involved into the secondary and next activities. Then the human geography takes into account to the mosaic of the culture. Means in human geography we study the various cultures of the world. So there are various culture, like as we know there are the old civilization is the Nile civilization, then Indian civilization is there, is known as the Indus civilization. Okay, then this Indus civilization is the oldest civilization in the world. Then Euphrates and Tigris are the important rivers, whereas between these rivers into the Middle East, whereas developed the Euphrates and Tigris culture. Mesopotamian culture is developed in this region, and the various culture study is being the part of human geography. Then world language classification, as we know, the if we compare classified this um, world according to the languages, there are the various classification of the languages. In the western part, there is mostly the English, which is derived from the Latin language. The Latin is a important class of classification of the language. Then Homo-Sabatian. Then in India, there is another types of the language classification is there. Means there are various type of the language classifications. Study is being the part of our human geography. Then the human geography focus the world religion pattern and distribution. As we know, there are three important means according to the um, population. Three important religion in the world. First is Christianity is there, then Muslim, then Hindu. These are the prime religion according to the population. Then Buddhism is there. Then Sikh. Then Jainism. Such type of the world religions study is being the part of our subject. So the human geography scope is become a too vast. Then there are many custom and traditions also studied in this subject. Like as there are many customs is being part of our human geography, and the traditions. There are the various traditions we can observe all over the world, and this tradition study is being part of our human geography. Then the types and pattern of the rural settlement is being the part of our study of human geography. There are various pattern of the rural settlements, like as the linear pattern. Linear pattern means what? The like as this is a street, and these streets is means they related to this street. There are these are the settlements which are the created or the already they are the situated is side to this street. That time means parallel to this street, this settlement has been established. So we can say that this is which type of settlement? This linear settlement. If the settlement which is created or the created by the with specific circular shape, that time it's considered as a spherical shape of the settlement or pattern of the settlement. Then the site size, growth and function of the urban settlements is being the part of our discussion. Means they are they our cities are mostly classified on the base of their functions. Like as we get the example of our Nasik. Nasik is a religious city because of most of Kumbh Mela is there. Then Trambakeshwar and Nasik are famous for the pilgrimage. These cities are the known upon their function or the task. Then the growth of this cities. Then site means which is a site is a should means if we get the example of this is a river, and if the settlement mostly you can find out they are not situated here. Settlements, they are situated on the top of the river side. This is the site of any our settlements. Okay. Then the functional classification of town, as we discussed that the functional classification of the towns means Bangalore is known for the IT hub. Mumbai is a multi-tasking functional base uh, city. Then the our Python, then Yaula, these are the famous for their handmade based things. Then branches of human geography. There are the several branches of human geography. First is anthropogeography. Anthro is deals with the racial phenomena and its distributions. Means we discussed that there are the three important races and their distribution is being part of the investigation of this subject. Then cultural geography is study the origin, components and impact of the culture. Where is what is the base of this culture, where, what is the location, whereas its origin, this such type of the things is concerned with the cultural geography. Then economic geography is study the location and distribution of economic activity at the local, regional, national and world scale. Okay. Means the what is actually industrial hub of the world. At that time we can get the example of the Europe. Such type of the economic activities study is being part of the economic geography. In political geography, we focus or discuss the creation and transformation of the political and administrative regions. Means the border between the India and China. Then boundary between the Pakistan and India. Such a boundaries study is being the part of political geography. Historical geography, spatial and temporal trends of the geographical phenomena are the study in historical geography. The a very great scientist who said the all history is created by the geography, and all geography have the specific base of the history. Means the in this historical geography we studied the space. Space means once again here the location, and temporal means is consists with the time. Then social geography. In social geography, we study the space, poverty, health, education, livelihoods. These are the some important fields of the this social geography. In that we study the poverty, the health, the education system of the any country. Then population geography is the important branch of human geography. In this branch we study the population distribution, density of population, composition of population, fertility, mortality, and these are the migration. Such things are the demographic attributes. They study into this population geography. Then another important branch of human geography is settlement geography. Its focus the rural, then urban settlements, their size, distribution, function and their hierarchy. This is a base of the settlement geography, and in this settlement geography we discuss such things. Thank you students for watching this video. In next lecture we will be discuss upon the our next topic.